What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S. Yes, Roz here with See What Cause a Blog. Down here, you give me my response to this whole Exodus International closing down. Allen's interviews with Huffington Report, as well as with Anderson Cooper 360. Tell you, I was very surprised to see this organization close down. I'm gonna share my thoughts on that, as well as these interviews. Now, these interviews are online. Just go to Anderson Cooper 360, and I believe it's a link at the below. If it's not, just go to Anderson Cooper 360. The interview is there. As well as with the Huffington Report, he had a little talk with some other gay right advocates. So I'll give you my response to all of that. Now, first of all, of course, with Allen, what can't be disputed is that he used to live a gay lifestyle. He changed. Some sort of spiritual awakening took place. He stopped having sex with men, got married, had kids, became a part of Exodus International. Within the recent years, his viewpoint changed on what is called reparative therapy, and according to their description of it, is basically where therapy which takes place through prayer, where a gay person can become a heterosexual. I think 3 years ago they stopped doing that, and then recently, they did the name change, and they have a new organization now that has a little bit of focus. Now, currently, to this day, Allen believes that the Bible teaches that sex should be between a man and a woman. He acknowledges that. He does not fully endorse gay marriage, though there seems to be some type of wishy-washy type of thing, but he has not yet said, I endorse gay marriage. But he has also said that homosexuality is not a sin. He also said that in the Anderson Cooper interview that you can be gay and openly gay relationship and be a Christian. He also said, that homosexuals will be, there will be gay people in heaven. Also talked about gay people adopting. All of these things he has said as well. And you might say, well, that's sort of a contradiction, isn't it? And the answer is yes. It is basically relativism, the belief that you can believe two contradictory things and they can both be true. And he is definitely a relativist, because if you watch the interviews, he said, I personally believe the scriptures teach that, but that's for me. That's my personal beliefs. And I'm not going to, quote unquote, he said, wield that power over you or try to convert you to my way of thinking. This is America. There are pluralistic ways of looking at things. Problem with that, though, is that is not what the scriptures teaches. It doesn't teach that this is this personal word for Allen, and that personal word does not apply to everybody. If it does, then he has a point, but it does not. The Bible isn't some personal message for one man named Allen. The Bible is a message for mankind, everybody. So he can't say, well, that's for me. That's all good for me, but I can't apply it to I can't force it on others or whatever. No, it's not just written for you, Allen, but that's his selfish way of thinking. That's his personal way of thinking because he's very self-centered. Very self-centered. It's all about him. He don't realize it, but that's what he's teaching now. Now, and he just clothed it in Christian language. Another thing, and what just floored me, I think, is what he said, that homosexuality was something that he was, quote unquote, delivered from, in the sense that he had no same-sex desires, which he later admitted in 2006 that he lied about. That floored me, because if you are running a Christian ministry, why would you lie about something like that? It would seem like you would be, if you were going to be this honest, why would you try to put on this front that you did not have any same-sex attractions? That right there, to me, just tells you all you need to know about this guy. Because integrity-wise, why would you lie about that? You want these people to, be delivered. Why would you front like, I'm straight now, I don't have any same-sex desires? That is just a horrible teaching. Now, what is my view on that? I think it's very possible. I think it's possible for someone where God can just deliver them and they have no more desires for, same-sex desires. But I don't think it's promised. I think, because I know people who were living a gay lifestyle and they still have same-sex desires. They still struggle with that, but now they're celibate. One person, he has no attraction to women. So he is quote unquote gay, but he's living a celibate life. He's not acting on his desires. And I know people who, they have desires for the opposite sex, but they still have same-sex desires. But just to me, this dude fronting and lying all this time, telling people this. Now, the other thing that disturbs me, and I don't know what's the truth of that, but I saw in the Huffington Report interview, there was a quote-unquote guy who was seeking help. I guess he was a teenager. He hated being gay, so he went to Exodus International, and they told him that he needed to be delivered in the sense that he had a demon inside of him. I mean, this is the type of teaching that you're teaching people, that if they're gay, that they demon possessed? That is not what the Bible teaches. I know that's going to upset some of the Pentecostals who watch this show, but I'm just telling you what I see the scriptures teach. Don't blame me, blame the Bible. That ain't what the scriptures teach. Homosexuality is a work of the flesh. That's your flesh. That's your evil desires. It got nothing to do with the devil. It's the devil inside of me that wants it. No, that's you that want him. It ain't no devil inside of you that want another man. It's you that want the other man. Don't blame it on the devil. And to teach people where you demon possessed, you need to be delivered. In that sense, where that's ridiculous. That's unhealthy. And that's ridiculous. Unbiblical. And then the last thing is this whole quote unquote cure for homosexuality. Listen, like I read an article where Russell Moore said, it ain't about no cure. It's about Jesus. It's about teaching people to deny themselves and take up their cross, to deny their desires. That's what it's about. It's about understanding temptation. And that God can give you the power to overcome temptation. Doesn't mean the desires are not there, but He's going to give you the power to overcome those evil desires inside of you. And this is obviously not what they've been teaching. And so my view, this is not no Christian ministry, and they need to shut it down because they are damaging people with lies. That's not no Christian ministry. A Christian ministry teaches that you can overcome temptations. You can overcome your desires. You can deny yourself through the power of Jesus. That's what the Bible teaches. At Exodus International, it appears they have not been teaching it. I don't know. I haven't been a part of that organization, but if this is what they say is true, they need to shut it down. And hopefully a real Christian ministry can reach out to the gay community and teach them that through the power of Jesus, they can overcome their desires. All right? Whether they or would be totally have no temptation in that area or not, you can't make no promises on that, which this organization, again, appears to have done, which is terrible. So that's my whole view on this. Love to hear yours. Proceed with caution, ball. Hope it sucks in them out. Triples.